What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Johnny5 Live here. Finally gonna check out the Division. I just wanted to give my thoughts on this update. This new free update. There's the Falcon Lost, which is a new incursion, which is pretty cool. I've checked out some footage of this, and really it's just a wave of enemies. I might go give it a try, but it's honestly not that interesting. The boss is not that cool looking. The gear score thing, that's kind of cool, I guess. Gear sets. I was saying that they needed to put in something that was higher level than challenge mode gear, but this isn't really exactly fixing the problem. My thought process was like, okay, you get all these Phoenix points, so you craft the yellows so that you can go take on challenge mode, and then challenge mode gives you crappier yellows than what you already had. I don't know if I don't think the challenge modes are going to be dropping you gear sets. These look like they're going to be dropping from the incursions. That doesn't really fix the challenge mode or make the challenge modes any more interesting. So now you get the yellow gears from challenge mode, and now you have something better to go do, which is incursions, but the incursion's not that interesting. So, and now you get it creates the same problem is what I'm getting at. So now you get the green set items from the incursions, and what are you going to go do now? It creates the same kind of bare bones problem, and that's what I'm finding with this game. Trading. Items dropped can be traded and shared with other players. Trade items by dropping them as loot from your inventory so players in your group can pick them up. So you can only share an item for the first hour after you have acquired it. Items can only be shared with players who are currently in your group, who are also in your group when the item was originally dropped. So it's not really trading in the sense that you can trade. It means you can drop items on the ground. That's a thing. So within the first hour, I guess that's kind of cool, but at the same time, it creates problems because now your buddy just hits level 30. You take him on to challenge mode, or you take him on incursions. He's totally not geared. He's in like greens and blues. And everyone in the group is like, let's help your friend out, and they take all the loot that can get from a challenge mode or an incursion and then just drop it on the ground for your buddy. Alright, now you're caught up to us. Let's go do incursions, or let's go to the dark zone. So now you can just rush your friends, and it takes away the sense of progression, which is kind of silly because what they've done is they've made it so everything takes 3 times longer in this patch. They're punishing you for not playing the game earlier. What were they saying? The amount of disenchants you get is like 1/3 of what it used to be. So it's going to take longer to craft Phoenix gear. What they're doing is they said, we're going to take the progression like this, and since our game's not doing as good as we wanted it to, we're going to stretch out the progression to about here. So it's going to take you this much longer to get to the incursions now. We just added a incursion. And my point with this game before, I was saying, I can foresee what's down the road. I don't want to go down that path. So now you just made that path 3 times longer for me. Do you think I'm going to walk down that path when I wouldn't want to do it before? This is cool. Dark Zone supply drops. I think this is really interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of gear is in those crates. They're going to have to drop some greens for me to make it worth my while, because the incursions aren't going to be that interesting. I've already seen videos of them. They're not like the coolest looking. Supply drops, they're going to have to be damn interesting in order for me to want to get them at all, especially if I'm running around the game in a full set of greens and yellows. So I really don't get it. And if I get whatever's in there and I'm only getting 1/3 disenchantments or disassembly parts, I'm only getting 1/3 of what I used to get. Really, I see this dropping and I see a 30% marker on it, and it's 30% less than whatever you used to get when you killed a mob. So I mean, it's just a different way to display a mob dropping items. It's just a box and a parachute instead of a boss. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if those items inside are actually like, oh my god, I can't believe this. But I really highly doubt it. Now, if they dropped some kind of apparel or something really sweet, they had a bunch of rare costumes, or maybe some of the costumes you could get from the $15 pack that I bought, like with the army helmets and stuff, that might make it interesting. People are like, oh, he got that X suit or whatever. Let's go kill him and take it. And it creates PvP situations. Again, the Dark Zone was way too punishing before, so I don't know if this is going to make it worth the while. I'm looking at this and I like the Division, okay? I don't want to just sit here and shit on this patch. It's a free patch. But the thing is, I finished the Division and I gave my review on it. I played it with my friends. I had a lot of fun. And it felt like a very bare bones game. While I enjoyed it, I still am waiting for the game to be fleshed out before I think that it's really worth coming back to. And by them saying that, you know, I can drop items on the ground for my friends now, I needed that like a month ago. And gear sets would have been interesting a month ago. By adding in one incursion and a supply drop, it's really not enough content for me to get excited about, honestly. So I mean, I hate to be disappointing and not release any crazy footage or any new Dark Zone Chronicles with drop zones. They really have to introduce more to the game for me to really go, oh wow, let's go sit down and play the Division for 20 more hours, or convince my friends to come back to it. I mean, I'm not excited about it, my friends aren't excited about it, so there's really not much here to get excited about, especially when all these other games are coming out and all these other updates are out. This is just not enough to take a bare bones game to the next level. While this stuff is great, it's a nice little add-on, it's not enough for me to get excited about. And unfortunately, I still think it's all well and good in tandem with another DLC pack. So I will appreciate these gear scores and the gear sets, the incursions, the supply drops, when I have another pack or chunk of content to come back and visit. And until then, I'm still not that interested in coming back to the Division, and I don't think this patch is that great, and I think Ubisoft is on the right track, certainly, and this is a great patch for those who still haven't finished the game. For me, this was a closed chapter, and this was just a tease more than anything, a disappointing tease. This should have been content that was released with the game rather than a free update later, and that's my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Where's your guys' camp? Where's your camp?
Yeah, where's your camp? How many walkers have you killed?
The walkers died to smallpox.
That's a fucking lie, and you know it!
Whoa, what do you think? Oh, shit!
Oh man. No, we're cool.